to the freshman class. My name is Tony Harris, aka the tutor, and today I'm going to be tutoring you on the open guard. Now, if you haven't watched the closed guard video, you need to, because the closed guard video lays the foundation for what we're going to be covering as far as discussing the open guard today. Okay? So please watch that one if you haven't. Now, the open guard is really just an expansion on the idea of the closed guard, or the guard itself, in that now we do not have our opponent tightened up or hugged or entangled. We've got them entangled in a little bit more of an open position where they've got more freedom to move and we've got more freedom to move. Okay? The examples of open guards could be like butterfly guard, where you're sitting on your butt and you've got your hands and legs engaged like this, and they're trying to press forward and you're trying to press forward. And you're using your hooks to work. Okay? We've got like spider guard, where you've got your feet in the crooks of their elbows, you're doing all kinds of crazy stuff and doing all kinds of stuff like that. Okay? You've got De La Hiva guard, where you're working people in these kinds of fashions and controlling their leg. You've got reverse De La Hiva guard. All of this craziness. Go ahead and drop your knee. All of this craziness of the guard, guys. You've got all of this craziness of these positions. But in the end, open guard is just really an expansion upon the idea of the guard. And that, if you notice, if you look back to all those positions, my legs and my hips were always in the game. My legs and hips were always facing my partner or my opponent. Okay? And that's the idea that we really need to keep in mind. Sometimes you're not going to be able to fight force on force with your opponent or your partner to make that happen as far as your legs and hips staying in the game. So you might need to, let's say he's like, oh, he's coming by this way and he might pass my guard. You might need to move your hips to keep your hips and legs in the game to face them. Okay? But the idea is, and those are called hip escapes. Sometimes when you have to move your hips like that, your instructor will show you different ways to hip escape. I might even come up with a video for you to do it, to show you some crazy fun hip escapes. But in the end, you need to keep your hips and your legs in the game when you're on the bottom, or you need to be able to get up and take them down and move. Okay? But let's definitely make sure that we're clear on the concept of the open guard, with that being keeping our hips and our legs in the game and not allowing our opponent to flatten our back.